This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Bleu Davinci, okay? Bleu Davinci been doing a lot of interviews, okay? Been denying that he's a snitch, but been trying to point the finger. Hey, go look at Meech, though. He was dealing with Tammy Cowens, and she did this and that. But he had already signed his life rights over to her prior to her doing that, and he was kind of stuck in a situation, okay? Where, you know, for him to do anything, she had to sign off on it. But anyways, moving on from that. Jay Diggs and a bunch of other people, J-Bo, Sosa, have all been coming out in the past week. And Jay Diggs said this 2 years ago in 2021. He claimed that Bleu Davinci, he basically took this safety valve, but he was willing to, he wouldn't testify against other defendants, but he would have cooperated if he could have. Then on the debriefing, this is where everyone highlights where he really helped the government. In a safety valve, he got a safety valve and got the lower than a mandatory minimum, right? And then he was debriefed. When they debrief you, they need more than just one person telling, right? So say he's not the main guy who told. Say it was O-Dog. O-Dog said this, right? So the feds already know everything, right? But they're going to debrief you, and they're going to sit you down in the interrogation room and debrief you, and they're going to say, so O-Dog said this, and this. Is that true? And you're going to say, yes. Is this true? Yes. We know about this. Is this true? Yes. So now you're a second person saying yes. And then they're going to debrief a bunch of other people that say, yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. It's just like the YSL case. Not exactly, but kind of. When Gunna, Young Thug's own brother, Unfunk, everybody said the same thing. They had to say the same thing. Is YSL a gang? Yes. You're just confirming. You're not directly snitching on Young Thug, but you're confirming and reaffirming their case and what they know about certain things. And that can be used against that person. They could be like, oh, we have confirmation from 50 members that this happened. This is where this went down, this and this and this. And then it's not good for anybody but yourself, because you get a reduced sentence. So when J-Bo says he's the paperwork, J-Bo was brought in to, they wanted him to testify for certain things later on. Years later, he said, like 5 years later, I get brought in, or 4 years. And Bleu Davinci is brought in, but he's not in the same cell with us. He's in a different cell. He claims he was in the cell with the people that were cooperating or had been, quote unquote, debriefed, you know? And he says those things alone, and him being locked up with O-Dog, who is a known snitch. They don't lock up snitches with non-snitches. They just don't, because what would happen? They might get, that snitch is a witness. You don't want to lock up someone with him that's not snitching, right? Because he might take him out. You know, you could shut him up, or you could talk to him, talk him out of doing it. They don't want to risk that. So it all looks funny style. Does Big Meech working, still working with Tammy Cowens after what everybody knows about her funny style? Yes, but I believe that he had no choice. He signed his life rights over to her because he can't do business from jail, right? And all that happened and transpired, and he's like, you know, when they're talking about, oh, he indirectly got cuff locked up, that's because probably she wore a wire to a visit and recorded him saying something. You know, that's out of your hands at that point because you're caught on a wire. It's like, you don't know you're being recorded. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and then he still has to kind of go through with her doing his business because he's at her beck and call. She's got him by the nuts at that point, you know? She's got him. You know, he has no choice but to work with her and trust that, you know, things will go. You know, he wants to make sure his son and, you know, his family's taken care of. This is the only way to do that. I don't know, man. And regarding him, they say that he did that he knew about this stuff about Bleu Davinci, Big Meech, when he accused him of being a snitch, right? He knew this stuff about him, but in 2012, he wanted to send a message out there, and he could only do it through that phone call on that video with Bleu Davinci. So he kind of played chess in the whole situation. You don't have the same types of freedoms in jail to move around and make things happen. J-Bo, Sosa, so many people are coming out talking about this stuff. It is what it is, man. Bleu Davinci's doing a lot of interviews. And he's really trying to paint Big Meech as something else. And I'm sure his brother can't even come out and say anything because I think he's still on papers. So it's like, you kind of got to stay out of everything. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button and share this video. I love you guys, and I will check you guys on the next one. Peace.